Huzzah. There we go. Michaela, what's the last name?
Bahl.
It's Bahl. I like it. We got 6 laps in the Ferrari F430, and again, my name is David Melanson. Little recap, I worry about mirrors and passing, you got the driving. We'll get out there, there's cones for reference to help you out. Double orange, you should think about slowing down. It's relative to your speed.
Okay.
The faster you go, the harder you need to brake initially. Daily driving, we come to nice gentle stops.
Yeah.
We're not trying to stop, we're just trying to slow down. So it's going to be pretty firm. And again, I'll say, hey, that's too much, not enough. The idea is we just want to slow down enough so when you get to that single green cone, when it's time to turn into the corner, you're confident to turn the wheel. If you're coming in too fast, you're going to be looking at the wall and tense. You know, there's a speed that is too slow that you'll just turn really early. But we're just trying to find that comfortably uncomfortable, carrying momentum through the corner.
Okay. I'd kind of like to take the first one a little slower.
We
if
will.
That's okay.
Absolutely.
And not like granny slow, but just to feel it.
It's one of these things where every lap you're going to get faster because your confidence is going to build. Yeah, your first lap will be your slowest lap, regardless of if you're an F1 driver or it's your first time ever driving. You're going to have to build yourself up. The problem is,
F1, I'm like, these guys are crazy.
They are. Those are some wild men. But even that, I mean, you take Lewis Hamilton, right? He won his first championship when he was 6. So yeah, he's 20-something. He has, even though he's a young guy, he has 2 decades of professional racing experience.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of just time. There's no real talent in this sport. There's a little bit every so often, but it's more just, if you're doing it right, it's just physics. Speed up, slow down, turn. That's all we're trying to accomplish. So we talked through a bit because you know, you'll do your first lap and then suddenly you're going double the speed, which is great. You can't think faster. Your brain works at a set rate. All you can do is look up sooner and be confident with what's going to happen in 100 feet. So we brake, we turn in. This is a small car. It's a big track. We want to go wide, get tight, use all the track coming out. The sooner you turn in, the more narrow things get. It makes everything hard. So just try to use all that space. It's one big lane. Use all of it. While you're turning, be patient with the gas. If you turn and accelerate, power wins. Carry momentum.
Okay.
As soon as you start straightening out of the corner, that's where we start to go.
Okay. Once we hit that like inside, that's the acceleration.
Correct. It's the way I always talk is just your tire can do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Speed up, slow down, or turn. And so it's a proportional little dance. When you're straight, you're wide open, full throttle, because you're not doing anything else. Then we slow down. As you turn in, you got to be coming off the brake. You should be done braking into the corner. Then you get the car to turn and change direction. And the moment you start straightening out, we accelerate. Because you'd never give me gas and brake same time, right? Because they wouldn't feel right.
Yeah.
It's the same when you're turning and trying to power or try to brake. If we're coming to the corner at 60, the tire's at 98% of what it can take. Even 2% of the gas is going to make it feel a little silly. So you're trying to just give a clear input, so the car gives you a clear output.
Okay.
Now, I'm going a little more in depth than I need to. All that to say, it's a fun day. You've got a Ferrari on a racetrack. Have fun. We're going to get out there. Yeah, first lap. I'll talk through every inch and take it where you're comfortable. I'm going to push you because it's fun for me. But we'll just build up. And you'll find, if something feels good, we'll do it again. We'll go faster. When something doesn't feel good, we'll make an adjustment and we'll get the next lap. But it's just, like I said, we're just trying to get you better. Did you want to use the paddle shifters or did you want to drive automatic? The shifting is better, and if you're used to a manual, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
And if you hate it, we can always switch to auto while we're out there.
Okay, that'd be cool.
So push on the brake for me. Right hand upshift once. That's it. First gear. Easy.
Okay.
So we can start pulling out. You'll need to make a big old left. Just don't hit the pole.
That would be bad.
I know it. I don't know who gets in more trouble. So on the track, you'll never have to let go of 9 and 3.
Okay.
We're just
I
never
was gonna
turning.
say, I'm like, wait,
time.
this is weird. My hands are stuck.
The other thing to feel, and we'll stop here. When you're steering, it's not about gripping, it's about palm pressure. Pushing into the wheel, the punching motion is your leverage. If you're gripping and trying to pull down, this muscle group just kind of gets weak for everybody. You just hit your belly. So you just keep your hands down across and you're pushing up, and that's where you get your strength.
Okay.
So you guys are like serious hockey people.
Yeah. I referee, and then my husband's played and like traveled around a bit, so we just wanted somewhere where we'd be able to
I respect
play
it
and ref all the time.
I refed a bit for soccer because that was my life. That's way more stressful than playing. I hate it so much, and especially hockey refs. No one likes hockey refs. like both teams always hate the ref.
Yeah,
All the fans
pretty
hate the
much.
ref. Like,
well, if it's an equal level of hatred, then you're doing your job right.
totally. But
So,
you're always in the way. You're
Yeah.
all like, you're never, you try your best.
Yeah.
No,
You're gonna get in the way
lot,
at least
lot of
once,
respect
but
for it.
players will learn to get better because then you yell at them, "Hey, I'm right here," and then they turn into you. It's like, well, I told you. Keep your head up.
We got a whole cluster of folks.
Yeah.
If you want to get you some space.
Possibly my future brother-in-law. That'd
There you
be
go.
exciting.
That's fun. Is that point of this trip? Or you guys just out here for the
what
hell of it?
about? Well, that would be my sister-in-law's boyfriend, but then the other girl in her group, her and
Let's go.
going.
Yeah. As you enter the track, right hand upshift once. Upshift once more. Stay in third gear. We're looking all the way ahead, that single green cone, and I will hear the end of the story, I promise. But we're looking in right, start turning in. We'll brake a lot more next lap. We're just pulling out. It's a great apex. Look up the straight, unwind, and squeeze the full throttle. Just roll your foot to the ground. We're going to let that engine rev out. Right hand upshift once. Double orange cones. Let them come to you. Let them come to you. Now brake. Firm pressure, a little harder. Start looking into the corner. Start turning down. All the way down to the red and white paint. Keep turning. Yep. Look up and accelerate. The wheel's heavy because it's gripping. So don't freeze. Push through it. One motion all the way. Begin to brake hard. One car's going to pass you on the right. Left hand downshift once. We're just going to stay a little wide. Coming off the brake here. Good. I'm waiting for a green car here. Just lift off the gas. This corner's blind, but it goes left every time. We just want to be on the red and white paint no matter what, and then let it fade to middle. Squeeze to full throttle, back to the left. Light and long braking. Now look in, tightest turn of the day. Get your headlights to that green cone. Yep. Keep twisting. Aim up at the building, full throttle out. Keep it back to the right. Do not brake here, just lift off the gas a little. Turn in apex left, accelerate straight. Begin to brake. Look in. So we turn a little early. You feel it just makes us a little narrower here in how long you gotta hold that steering. Turn in later, come out straighter. Upshift once. We're gonna pass her. Just keep digging, good. Now brake hard, hard. Now look at that green cone. Just steer, one motion to it. If you get here, no slide or wiggle, this speed's good. You can be there or faster. But if you never hit it and we don't slide, you didn't learn anything. So we're smooth, brake. But from turn in to apex is one motion. Look in, curve down, nice big C shape, accelerating out. Green cone on the right, lift off the gas over the hill. Second green, you gotta turn. No gas yet, more steering. Now throttle. There you go.
That was good.
Begin to
I felt
brake.
like it wasn't good.
One downshift. You saved it and you felt it. It didn't feel great.
Yeah.
So next time we're gonna do better. Look up and accelerate out. But you didn't give up on it. That's all that matters. All the way right. Lift off the gas, turn in apex left, accelerate. Now brake straight to the edge of the track. Now turn hard. Get off the gas pedal. Now go.
Sorry.
It's like a wheelie on a motorcycle. You get on the gas and it lifts the front tires up. Upshift, it makes your steering worse. There's just an empty trunk up there, there's no weight. So you gotta brake to slow down, but keep a little bit of brake as you turn, and turn with the brakes, and you'll feel the front end just dig in. Throttle out. That lets us change direction. So we brake hard initially to slow down, one downshift left hand, and turn with the tail lights on. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Now back on the gas, all the way right side. Off the gas fully, and just steer, no pedals. Turn. Let it roll, now full throttle. Feel the difference? Brake hard. Again, you're early, no matter what, you need to get to that green cone. There you go, throttle out. Straighten out. Stay right. Lift off the gas, start curving in, accelerate straight. Now brake light, turn with the brakes. If you're still turning, let it roll, take your time, send it. You having fun yet? Killing it. Upshift, big breath. Hard brake, harder. Downshift once. So look in, you gotta get in there. Because you're turning and seeing what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Car's listening to you, driving.
Definitely a weird feeling.
It is. Brake hard. It's not what we do every day. And that weight, like I said, it's grip. Be strong. Just push left hand and keep digging. Tighter, 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 tighter. Because then, boom, we're already out of the corner. Shorter distance. Lift off the gas.
Oh, I
Guessed.
forget that one.
Second green. Still get there no matter what. back on the gas. Now we're back on.
Gosh.
Again, we brake, it's a lot of closing rate, just let it come to you, take your time. Because you can always turn more. I can always add more steering to get closer, but once you dive in early, it's like pulling into a parking spot too soon. You're in there, but you're faced the wrong way. You gotta back up and try again. Don't worry about him. Turn in, accelerate. A little bit of brakes. Now turn tight. Now this Hellcat's gonna pass us on the outside. Stay off the gas for just one moment. Now full throttle. And you're gonna tuck in right behind him. Upshift. Now don't fixate on him, he's a moving target. Brake hard at the orange. Brake, brake, brake. More brakes. Way more brakes. Way more. Start turning. Tighter. Get in there. Back on the gas. Full throttle out. Now we get a little show. Keep going. Left side. Brake and downshift. Left hand. Look at him. Start turning to him. Look up at his car. That's your target. He's out the turn-in cone. Look off the gas. Now you see the aprons. Now look where he's going, because that's where you're going to end up. Awesome. Brake hard. Keep braking, keep braking. A lot more steering. Wait for the gas. Just keep turning. Now look up. Accelerate to middle. Straighten out. There it is. Lift. Turn in. Accelerate. Go. Brake hard. Now no gas. Just got to turn the car. Tighter. Now full throttle to the edge of the track. That's 60 miles an hour or more. Upshift. But it feels good, right? It feels fun. Control. Hard brakes. Slowly turning in. Curling your toes off the brake. Fully release. Full throttle. Drive it to the edge. Hard brake. Harder than ever. Harder. More steering. Get off that brake pedal. Back on the gas. Left hand downshift. You can reach it. Keep it tight. Over the hump. Full throttle. Start to brake. We're going to come off the track here. That's our 6. Although I think she's with you and you're about to lap her. So just follow that green Hellcat. Right in there.
Oh gosh. That went fast.
Nice job.
Yeah.
So here's what I'll tell you with this sport. You never perfect it.
I think I was still braking like too much going into the turn, or I don't know.
So there's a couple things that happen. Keep going all the way to the front row. So we need brakes into the corner to help keep weight on the front end. So you're, like I said, but you're giving up that little bit of speed on the entry to have a fast exit. Because you don't want to be the fastest one into the corner. Unless, F1, you're racing somebody, you're going to pull right in this spot there. Then the speed doesn't matter. Like those F1 racing, those guys are racing, those lap times not the best they could do because they're having to defend, putting yourself in weird spots. So all you're trying to see is that you're getting better. Because lots of things are happening. Like, you know, when we first go out, okay, we're braking good, but now you start coming through chicane, we get higher top speeds than ever. So now we're not braking enough. So we start braking harder, then turn 2 gets better, but now we got to work on turn 3.
Yeah.
You know, there's never an end to it.
Yeah.
You're going to pull those. You can take your foot off the brake for me. So it's just that. It feels good, push. We're trying to catch, you know, we're catching and passing people that move a lot faster than you.
Yeah.
And have a lot more power. He's doing right. He's obviously going very quick.
Yeah.
And we stayed with him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to power this down.
Okay.
There's no rush.
Okay.
When all you guys go to the front, they'll have your preview those speeds, lap times, you'll be able to see it all.
Okay.
And you're doing just fine.
Okay.
You see, it's an intense activity.
Yeah.
But we're a little red, but we're smiling.
Yeah.
Like I said, catch this. Any questions?